Lord, help me to be a good steward of the resources you've entrusted to me. Proverbs 21:20. Precious treasure and oil are in a wise man's dwelling, but a foolish man devours it. Financial stewardship begins with a recognition that everything we have is a gift entrusted to us by a generous Creator. Proverbs 21:20 reminds us that a wise person cultivates the habit of saving and safeguarding resources, ensuring they are used for purposes that honor God and benefit others. A key aspect of this wisdom is discernment, knowing when to spend, when to save, and when to give. This balance isn't achieved overnight, but through intentional living, prayerful consideration, and a commitment to long-term goals. Wise financial stewardship involves understanding the difference between needs and wants, resisting the temptation of impulsive decisions, and prioritizing investments that yield lasting value, whether for our families, communities, or spiritual growth. Practically, this wisdom can be applied by creating a budget, staying debt-free where possible, and aligning financial decisions with spiritual values. For instance, saving for future needs reflects foresight, while giving generously to others reflects God's call to love our neighbor. This stewardship also means avoiding wastefulness and cultivating gratitude, recognizing that abundance is not measured solely by material wealth, but by contentment and peace of mind. Proverbs underscores that foolishness lies in squandering resources. Therefore, the disciplined practice of saving and sharing helps us avoid financial pitfalls while building a foundation of trust in God's provision. Financial stewardship also calls for cultivating a mindset of trust and dependence on God, rather than relying solely on our own understanding or ability. While planning and saving are essential, we must guard against the tendency to place our ultimate security in material wealth. Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us to trust in the Lord with all our hearts and lean not on our own understanding. This trust enables us to approach financial decisions with a sense of peace, even in times of uncertainty. When we acknowledge God as the ultimate provider, we are freed from the anxiety of accumulation and instead focus on using our resources to fulfill His purposes. By placing our trust in Him, we can weather financial challenges with confidence, knowing that His provision is sufficient for every need. In conclusion, financial stewardship is both a spiritual and practical responsibility. By living in alignment with biblical principles, we demonstrate gratitude for God's blessings and act as faithful managers of what He has given us. Through wise planning, intentional giving, and disciplined saving, we embody the spirit of Proverbs 21:20, ensuring that our resources are preserved and multiplied for good. Let us pray for the wisdom to steward our finances well, using them as instruments of service, generosity, and faithfulness in God's kingdom.